This thing right here, this is your biggest enemy, and I mean that. So if you're watching this channel, you are a young man trying to do something with your life. You have goals and aspirations you want to achieve, and maybe you want to become successful academically. Maybe you want to build a business that's going to generate wealth for your family so that your family's financial levels are going to get higher. Or maybe you want more attention from girls, sex and intimacy, right? And the truth be told, like, I want all those things in my life, and I am making progress in all those things through self-improvement and through everything that I've been talking about on this channel. But sometimes I sit down and think to myself that if I literally did not have a phone, I would have been making so much faster progress in my self-improvement, in my fitness, in my finances, in my YouTube channel. I want to actually confess something for the first time on this channel. So there are all these self-improvement YouTubers who are talking about reducing their screen time and stuff, and the reason why they want to reduce their screen time is because it went up to 3 hours. Bro, when I think about in my life like 2 years ago, if I had a day where I just had a 3-hour screen time, that would have been actually perfect. Like, that day would have been on the top of the world. So I would have like 7, 8, 10-hour screen times per day on average. Like 3 hours a day, and you're telling me that, oh, I gotta reduce this a little bit, you know. You don't understand how bad of an addiction I had, bro. I literally remember this like yesterday. In middle school, I would wake up in the middle of the night at like 2 a.m., 3 a.m.-ish. I would play a game, a mobile game called Clash Royale for 1.5 hours, 2 hours, and then go back to sleep again. And the reason why I would do that was because, one, I was so freaking addicted. At the same time, reason number two was my parents wouldn't let me play that game throughout the day. So I would find a time in the middle of the night to wake up and play and then go back to sleep. So, can you see how fucked up that is? Do you understand how bad that is for your sleep schedule as a middle schooler, when I was like 14, 15 probably? The modern world basically has us like by the balls, bro. Now obviously my addictions are different. Instead of those stupid little mobile games, we have the almighty social media. Now I haven't personally used TikTok or Snapchat like at all, to be honest, so my main addictions are basically Instagram and especially YouTube, and this is probably the same for you as well. And one of the main things that I learned over the last couple of years of completely being addicted to my phone and trying to break that addiction is that you need rules if you want to escape from this. And I personally have 6 rules that are helping me just become less addicted to my phone and live more freely and do the things that I actually need to do to see progress in the goals that I want to achieve. Rule number 1. All notifications are gonna be off at all times. You don't need them, bro. Just turn them off. 2, no phone on your desk, not even probably on your room while you're doing your studying or you're doing your working. For example, now you can say that this is my working time and I have my phone right there. Normally, I wouldn't have my phone on my bed, but because of the fact that I wanted to do this small intro where I show you my phone and tell you that, oh, this is your enemy, that's why I have it here. Normally, I wouldn't even have that in my room. Rule number 3, if you cannot say specifically what you're gonna do when you go on your phone, you're probably doing that out of habit, so stop that. Rule number 4, which is probably one of the most important ones, and that is no phone for the first and the last hour of the day. For the first hour, you're gonna be so much more productive, and for the last hour, you're gonna prepare yourself for a tomorrow that's gonna be more productive. Rule number 5, for me, Sunday is my YouTube consumption day. So throughout the week, when I see a video that I go, oh yeah, I actually wanna watch that video, I add that video to my watch later list, and then on Sunday, I can sit down and like check YouTube and see all those videos that I've added to my watch later playlist, and I can watch whatever I want for like 2-3 hours, which basically saves me a lot of time so that I don't spend actually my time on YouTube throughout the week when I can do work, when I can go to the gym, when I can do kickboxing, when I can study for school, and then on Sunday, like, I can give myself a little break. And the last rule number 6 is basically when I am in a social setting, when I am with my friends, when I'm on a date, when I'm with the girl that I'm kind of currently seeing, I do not have my phone on the desk, not on the desk, on the basically table. I have it either in my pocket or in my bag. So you might think that this is actually a little weird, but let me explain you why this is so important. This is also important when it comes to like reducing your screen time, but as well as this is very, very important when it comes to social skills. So let me explain. When you have your phone on your hand, even if it's not turned on, like even if it's like turned off, but when you're sitting like this and you're talking to someone, that person you're talking to feels much less important to you. So when you're sitting like this and you have your phone, that person is gonna be kind of not really interested in your conversation. When you have your phone on your desk, but it's at a point where you can easily reach and check out, it's kind of psychological, but that person still doesn't really feel that important to you. So what you have to do, that's wrong. What you should be doing is, I have my phone either in my pocket, so it's not visible, or in my, like, let's say bag, if I have a bag with me, so that's not visible. Which means that I'm gonna be able to give my 100% focus and attention to the thing that I'm doing, to the person that I'm talking to at that point, and that person is gonna feel much more, like, intimate to you. And that's something that you want, actually. And this is a very, very good when it comes to, this is a very good tip when it comes to dating, basically, that I've used a lot in the last couple of weeks. So you gotta remember this. People do not remember what you told to them, the things that you were saying, but people remember exactly how you made them feel, which is very, very important. This video is sponsored by Skillshare. Currently, the only sponsor that I'm working with is Skillshare because they've added so much value to my life. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of classes, including topics like self-improvement, business, productivity, lifestyle, creativity, and so much more. Most of your favorite YouTubers have classes up on Skillshare that you can check out, including Hamza, Ali Abdal, Project Elon, and yeah, me. I currently have 4 classes up on Skillshare that I've put in weeks of hard work. 1, I have a class about ultimate productivity and how you can create your perfect daily routine, which is going to maximize the amount of things that you can do in a day. 2, I have another class about dopamine detox, where I teach you exactly how dopamine detoxing for months completely changed my life, and how you can use the strategies that I've used in my life to completely transform yours as well. 3, I also have a class about how you can learn a new language fast. As a trilingual myself, whether you are trying to learn English or any other language in the world, I'm going to teach you exactly how you can learn that language fast and quickly with the things that I've learned over the last 2-3 years of learning English and German from scratch to a native speaker level. And finally, 4, if you are an aspiring YouTuber, I have a class for you which is about how you can grow on YouTube, my secrets on growing on YouTube, as well as how you can create essentially a successful YouTube channel that you can check out. The first 1,000 people who are going to use the first link in the description, which is also pinned in the comment section, or my code Ahmet Kaan Self-Improvement on Skillshare, are going to get a 30-day free trial that you can use. And the thing is, I truly recommend Skillshare because this is something that I personally use myself as well to learn new skills. So thanks so much for Skillshare for sponsoring this video. So here is what I need you to do. Sit down for 30 minutes and just think about how these huge tech giants are creating these codes, algorithms, and apps that are keeping us hooked on these platforms, on social media, and that are sucking the life out of us. And they're basically making money whilst you are looking at that booty post and scrolling to the next one. Sit down and create yourself literally rules for your phone usage. This can be kind of like similar to mine. You can like pick 3-4 like rules from my list, but this is probably going to be a little different to you because our lives and our like lifestyle, our problems are a little different. However, I think the main structure is going to look the same. No phone in the first and the last hour of the day, and try to not look at your phone when you don't actually have a purpose. Like if you have a purpose, oh, I'm going to watch Ahmet's video. You don't really have to do that as well. When you have a purpose, just go on your phone, but after that, it's going to be out of habit, and don't do that. So basically, think about this, think about how the tech giants are creating these algorithms, how these engineers that are creating these codes are paid like 500K a year, just because of the fact that they're gonna keep you more on the platform and they're gonna keep you hooked. Man, this modern world is fucked up. It's fucked up. I'll see you in the next video.